Dear students and friends, I hope you all have referred the previous videos and it is a continuation of the same videos regarding subject verb agreement. So, in this video we will see the next usages that are also very important regarding the spoken language or their usages when it comes to your examination purpose. So, here I have taken the word each, the word each. So, what is its usage or how does the subject verb agreement takes place, that is very important. There are 3 bedrooms, each room is well furnished. So, see here again singular verb, there are 3 bedrooms, each room is well furnished. Here each refers to the individual things or persons in a group of 2 or more. Now here when you observe the subject, what are we telling? There are 3 bedrooms. So there are 3 bedrooms. The next part of the sentence, each room. So there what are you doing? You are referring individual thing of this group. Means there are 3 bedrooms. Out of that you are telling about each room, each room. So each room is well furnished. Here each refers to the individual things or persons in a group of 2 or more. Next example, each day must be considered a new day. Each day must be considered a new day. Each is usually followed by a singular noun or by one. So here each day, each day. So here you have a singular noun or by one reference. So again you have the singular usages. Next, each plus pronouns. Each plus pronouns and possessives, possessive noun, pronouns. Example, each student who joins the drawing class gets a free drawing kit and their drawings will be exhibited, and their drawings will be exhibited. This sentence is a bit lengthy, but you can see the usages. I will go on explaining here. Each student who joins the drawing class. Each student, here you have the reference who, each student who joins. So, thus it takes the singular, what is that? Verb, each student who joins the drawing class gets a free drawing kit. Gets a free drawing kit and their drawings will be exhibited. Now reference is each student, so it has taken the singular verb joins. But now when it comes to this part, there is the possessive, isn't it? There is a possessive pronoun, but the reference here is singular. Then how come we have taken there here? This also you have to concentrate. We use each with plural pronouns and possessives, especially when we don't want to say he or she, women, men or etc. So what we do is, we can also use this plural possessives when we don't want to tell whether it is a women, men or whoever. Now when you are telling each student means you are referring to one student. So such students can be many there. Each student who joins the drawing classes gets a free drawing kit. So there can be many students, out of that each one will be getting it. Okay, that is the part of the sentence. The next part, there what you do is, again there is no need of telling that there may be women or there may be men. There can be any type of people. So that time you can tell it as and their drawings. As a whole, their drawings will be exhibited. Why am I giving this sentence is, see, when we use this, here the verb is joins and it is singular, but when it comes to possessive pronoun, you are taking their, and don't get confused. So that's why there is a note for you. We use each with plural pronouns and possessives, especially when we don't want to say he or she, women, men, etc. So we refer them as their. So read it again. So the concept will be very clear. Now next usage, nobody. The usage of the word nobody. Nobody is ready to go to the trip. Example, nobody is ready to go to the trip. We use nobody to refer to an absence of people, things or places. We use them with singular verb. So you are telling what is the meaning of that sentence? Nobody is ready. Means there is no one to go. No one to go. Absence of people, things or places. So we refer it with the word nobody, and thus it will always take the singular verb. Nobody is ready to go to the trip. None. It means not one or not any. None means it is not one or not any. We use it as a pronoun to replace countable and uncountable nouns. So we also use it as a pronoun to replace countable nouns and also uncountable nouns. Example, I have a brother, my friend has none. I have a brother, my friend has none. Means she or he doesn't have any brothers. When none is the subject, the verb is either singular or plural depending on what it is referring to. So when none is a subject, the verb can be plural or it can be singular depending on the subject it is referring to, because we have already told you here we can use it to replace countable and uncountable nouns. So none can be used to replace countable or uncountable nouns. So depending on that, the verb can be singular or plural. Children, when it comes to the usage of none, you should be very particular regarding the subject. So this point is very important. When none is a subject, the verb is either singular or plural depending on what it is referring to. So thus we have covered the words none, nobody. So both the usages are different in nature and they use singular verb. Nobody, it is used for singular verb. None, it depends on the reference you give. So bit by bit, these aspects which I am covering, they are important. Keep reading and apply their usages. Thank you.